I just think this is of so much value, and we're hearing a lot of pings.
Oh, hearing a lot of pings. Oh, there's
and
going
it's
to be
an invade time.
Oh no, it is Nautilus.
No, it wasn't Nautilus.
It was.
You know what? We're going to blame whoever programmed the recordings of the Champ Select. If you know, you know.
So once again,
some D0 flame in the chat, please. Thank you very much. For into Gus before we even get into game.
Yeah, so this bot lane matchup is going to be super interesting, right? Because you've got Lucian and Nami, which is known for being aggressive, right? It's like Lucian has actually been... Nami was nerfed a few times, and then Lucian's also been nerfed to have his damage moved into the W slingshot. So it's a very aggressive bot lane, these two. And to pick Severe Nautilus into this, I'm very interested to see how this matchup is going to be neutralized. Meanwhile, Jin Zhao, if you're Jin, you love every lane here. You love every lane. Every lane sets you up really well. Jin Zhao's opting to start red side, but his top side is getting invaded. Bryce smells something.
Kane's is indeed. There's only a nice couple of orbs all the way nice and early there for the blue Kane.
And it does look like it's going to be a blue Kane with that Dark Harvest.
I love the Dark Harvest.
Once again, unfortunately...
I would say, look at the poke in that mid lane already.
I was about to say, rises into a counter matchup, and he lost that trade to Kane, which Kane's just going to absorb all of that up. And yeah, Jin Zhao just completely just going to cross map over. So now it's about Renekton playing safe on the side of Hypes, and then Nami Lucian playing safe on the side of Phoenix. Which, ooh.
I think that we're going to see a very different game, because already this Annie is having so much value, already chunking the rise down. But we're also seeing in bot lane, Phoenix again. Obviously, we saw the Yunara. Yunara had a great game for 90% of that game. And the Lucian's looking to start off where the Yunara left off. Especially with one of the best supports you can have.
You know what? I'm just so interested in this mid lane. Annie's got a 3% pick rate. It's so rare to see her. And so I'm just wondering if this small mid-range champion here is going to be able just to take over these team fights. Because once again, only Severe can actually outrange her realistically, right? And that's only what? You're going to take 2 or 3 auto attacks before Annie tries to nuke you? So I feel like this Annie pick is going to get so much value here.
I think she's more rare in solo queue, but we've seen a lot more in recent kind of pro game history of this Annie appearing. You know, we've seen even the likes of Faker picking up the... I know those Jin Zhao's going to go in for an early gank, and the whole bot side of Phoenix IntSports is just caught with their pants down. A double kill for the HypzerzCamp, and oh my god, we were praising the Lucian Nami. But they're the ones that just get absolutely slaughtered by HypzerzCamp.
You know, Kane was aware that they was going to split the map. So it's a shame that Lucian Nami just didn't take into consideration that there was going to be a Jin Zhao behind them. Going back to what we were saying with the Annie though, normally in pro play, Annie players take Phase Rush. I believe there's a new build sort of coming out in there. But Daydreams are opted to go for the Electrocute, the full burst 0 to 100. Meanwhile, gank in the top lane.
Yeah, we are going to see Kane trying to get the return gank, obviously, because they had that gank down at the bottom, but it's going to be the Renekton that's going to at least win out on the Kane, and Sion can't do much. The knockup is going to miss, and it will be the Rise that picks up the kill, roaming up to this top lane. And now Sion, even though he will have the zombie form, has to be careful, because Sion is here as well.
God.
And this is looking like curtains for Sion here. The Noxian will try and get what he can of the wave, but he is just dead. Thankfully for him, his zombie form will pick up some of the wave, and they look to put some pressure on this bot lane as a return. Nothing more going to happen.
Unfortunately, that gank was really forced there, because as you could see, a lot of it was Kane versus Renekton. There was a lot of one-on-one there, and Sion, you saw him wiggling back and forth because Sion was tanking a whole minion wave. He was tanking a whole minion wave, so he's just getting chunked out, and then that's just blown a massive hole in the game right there. I think.
Yeah. Like
the top side of the map's going to take over.
Yeah, we saw how close it was in the previous game for the majority of it. And then the gold lead came out, but this time it's right from where we're going. Yeah, we just see Xin Zhao.
Watch the flash, and then watch the hook. Oh, the beast is crazy with these hooks, these games. Just, when you're a Lucian, you got E and flash.
Does it really count on... Yeah, does it really count on a Nautilus, though? With the Bluetooth hooks? But yeah, no, that Q missing from the Sion, it was just horrific. and it's just so unfortunate, you know, for him, you know.
And
But
watch
once you start charging that, there's nothing you can
you
do.
see that Rise starts tanking it first because he is the range person who can
His
just throw out that
flash.
DPS, tank it, and just starts to walk away.
I don't know why Sion burnt the flash. You were never getting out of that. Just save it. And we're going to see, you know...
Oh!
Oh, the Kane almost dies. Secondly, I thought that was a wave. With how immobile he was.
Hypes is just able just to 1v2 any ganks that come their way. They do not care in the slightest.
This game's taking a turn, and it is, you know, Eunice loves his roller coaster. This ain't a roller coaster. This is just a trip down to the center of hell by the side of Phoenix IntSports already. You know, this Sion needs time to scale and get those stacks. He ain't getting that.
Oh, this Annie's looking really dead. Is this Jinzhao going to possibly come with the flash W?
Yeah.
Never mind. Annie says, I'll flash on you first.
Oh, Tibbers, saving her life. But Zen is still there. He's looking for a turn. Oh, the Q misses from the Zenzel. Tibbers will start fighting, and we do see Kane here, but Annie, it looks like she's going to get away. The knockup from the Kane will do enough just to slow and allow Annie to get into that bush. That's really, really well played from Daydream to save his life. And yeah, this flash Q was so... flash R, sorry, was
the level
really
6,
good.
yeah. The moment he gets level 6, boom! Just goes straight for it. Oh, what a fantastic play by Daydream there.
There's no better feeling as a mage in the mid lane when you've got such a CC ability. I say there's no better feeling than using a tower when it looks like a horrible situation. Although Renekton getting a bit cocky, annoyingly takes a bit of aggro too early. And Sion will be able to just survive for now. However, the wave is going to crash in. The Domus has already been popped from the Renekton. Zenzel's going to take one tower shot, two tower shot. The zombie foam's going to come out as Zen takes his third tower shot. But Renekton is going to win the trade against the Sion. And Sion will go into zombie form. And will have to try and just clean up the minion wave.
This is just getting out of hand. I mean, if you're Phoenix right now, your win con is that Annie, right? Because it's just the only lane that's like somewhat relatively even. The rest of the lanes are really struggling here. And then on top of that, Lucian has then opted in for the Cole, sort of delaying his items there. The Phoenix need to reduce the defense on their side.
Not gonna lie, you know, when we done scrims and the Cowboys, you know, we had a lot of games where we just bled so much early. You know, the rest of the game was just physically unplayable for the defensive and the jungle and all that. That's exactly what we're seeing here. You know, the bleeding from Phoenix. I just think it's gonna be too much, even with this Annie, you know, having a fairly decent game. We see Nami hovering to try and fight these grubs. There's nothing you can do though. You know, this Sion is just, it's doing nothing at the moment. You know, he's going to get a nice slow onto the Renekton, but there's no kill threat.
Not only that, you can see that Phoenix is in shambles there because Nami was hovering mid. They don't want the void, so the Nami's come back bot. If they were a bit more decisive there, they could have possibly have just like done some horrendous damage to Surveyor. Meanwhile, we've got a fight in the mid lane.
Yeah, the shield coming up from the Annie, but it's not really going to do much. Not unless it's hovering. Neo Renekton is just slicing and dicing the Sion up here. Yeah, I think win for a quick night here, Sai. This Renekton is 2-0, 1k already up against the Sion.
It seems like the first game has really stuck with the team. And we've got a gank in the top lane.
Kane's here though.
Renekton does have dominance though. He could possibly 1v2, and once again he wants the smoke. That's the moment where your jungler walks out. Maybe not. I'm gonna just run away. That's where the jungler goes. That's where the jungler goes. Hey, look, I got his ultimate out. All right, you should be fine. And meanwhile, really aggressive trade under here, going really well his way.
Talking about next to Kane popping his ultimate, Sion using his to get the knock up. They are going to fight this. It doesn't have any fury left to try and go the minions, but it's not going to matter. He's going to go in, land a stun onto the Kane, and hoi! Oh my god! And the Bluetooth hooks.
Oh my god, I feel like this is just going to be a thing. Count how many times I say hook when the beast lands a hook. Like, Jesus Christ. Wow, so much aggression. I can't keep... Oh, meanwhile, flashback at...
The Duke of Tibbers from the Rise. He's going to take a lot of damage though from...
I think Rise just must have been a hair off his combo range there. That's really unfortunate from the Rise's side.
But you're going to be fine with that. especially when the rest of the map is so far ahead. The Nautilus is just got a root of the Lucian. Lucian can't do anything. The tidal wave comes out from the Nami, but Lucian is burning and has to back away. And just like the hopes of Phoenix IntSports right now, they're just burning to shreds. You know, last game was really close. You know, HypzerzCamp took a while to get in and take control of the match. Already we're talking about 3k gold lead. We're not even at 10 minutes.
Last game was really slow, yeah, and this one has just sped up so well. Once again, one thing to note here is that Renekton has opted to go into Black Cleaver here. Normally he would go into Eclipse, but opted to go to Black Cleaver. Meanwhile, got a gank in the bot lane, which I don't think we fought before. Whoa, 4-man die at bot lane. Oh, this just reminds me of the LTP days.
The Xin Zhao is, yeah, that's just insane. This whole, that's where those 2 deaths came for in the bot lane. But the coordination in HypzerzCamp, you know, we talked about. Sorry, that premonition that we just saw. Production. Let me just see. I don't know if we saw that.
Wait,
hold on.
Lost it.
I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got an NA production moment just there. That is coming soon to cinema.
We'll get into the future here. Meanwhile, Renekton just jumping on this Sion and just showing him the power of Black Cleaver first.
Yeah, this whole, you know, the way HypzerzCamp are playing, they're just. Yeah, here we go, folks. We saw the future before. We saw a preview of that. And yeah, even with the tidal wave, we're seeing this in lifetime now. It's a replay, but a replay in lifetime, folks. And up at the top lane, Kane is still trying to get the life of this Renekton. But any in Dominus mode, he's the one who looks like he'll be taking another 2v1. Both of Phoenix IntSports top in jungle, living on blinking health bars, and Renekton's just like, I'm just going to dust off my shoulders. You can't. I've got 2 Black Cleavers on my arms. I've now got my yeah, I don't know how you win this if you're Phoenix. You know, you need to rise from the ashes, but it needs a lot, and it has to come through this mid lane. You would have to imagine the only winning lane, and he still can't kill on the turn. It's just ended.
Oh, that's a Tilsa.
My lord!
That's a Tilsa.
You know you are getting desperate when you're flashing under tower to try and kill a rise with Hypzers. You have exhausted all of your power. And just as we're saying Annie's playing well in chat, she ents her ass off.
I mean, this is one of those situations where when it's a 5-man pre-made stack game. Oh, meanwhile, Taodown on bot lane, Lucian's going to get absolutely blown up here. But then, yeah, once again, this is the issues of doing these tournaments, right? Like the mental stack just stays there with you. Once again, unfortunately, Kane getting caught out.
He's just dead. He's just dead.
He didn't see what happened to Lucian, I'm assuming.
Are we sure the Phoenix IntSports are the same team? Because it looks like they've been replaced.
This looks different, yeah.
By Airfryer Esports at the moment. The way they're running it down. And yeah, it's just it's just so rough. You know, HypzerzCamp is coming out and absolutely showing up.
I mean, so many things to talk about, such little time. Once again, going back to this Renekton pick. This Renekton is doing so well, and this is why you picked Renekton. Renekton is
a blind pick as well. It was a blind Renekton. Sion was a counter pick.
And like we've got here that Kane has just transformed into red. Perhaps a late game decision, as normally red Kings normally take Conqueror. Meanwhile, it looks like there's going to be another fight on the top side. Junglers are crossing paths.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing because he isn't surviving fights, but you're still not going to survive a fight against the Sintown and Renekton. Renekton goes into Dominus. Sion will get a knock-up. Kane does go inside. He was a bit health back, but it doesn't matter because hoi! He's just killing everyone. The knock-up from the Sion Q will do a bit of damage to Renekton, but he is about to heal it up with his Q. Oh my god, the Call of the Meek is doing wonders. And then looks like squid's on the dinner, folks, because Renekton and this Xin Zhao are serving up a feast on a platter.
Sushi, anybody?
Yeah, I love our sushi, and it looks like we're seeing that right here.
Oh, that's an aggressive TP topside. That's an aggressive TP topside. Sion coming back.
Oh, Rise is feeling himself. takes a couple of tower shots. Probably could have killed Lucian there. But decides to spare his life. Meanwhile, Xin Zhao, then the culling comes out from the Lucian. Will Rise pay the price? He will! A shutdown to Lucian. But you gotta think, HypzerzCamp are starting to play with their foot a wee bit. Is now Nautilus in top side trying to fight the Siren under the tower. And it doesn't matter. You might be this big undead zombie thing, but you're still gonna die to the power of HypzerzCamp. The Nautilus and the Beast will pick up the kill. The zombie form will finally impact a kill onto the Xin Zhao, but Renekton is just too big. This crocodile is here to stay.
It's 16-4. Wow.
Yeah.
Phoenix needs to slow the game down there. I mean, that all started with Sion just TPing in the middle of the lane, thinking that he was safe to farm that. Xin Zhao and Renekton says, "Oh, you want to come back to lane? Come back to lane on half health." And then you just see Nautilus. He just walks by, autos, it gets the aftershock. He just tanks 2 towers and then walks away, comes back, presses R, and then.
Thing is, I think the big thing as well, like we look at all these fights. This is with the Severe only being in 5 out of the 16 kills. Like, she now has her Mana Reaver. She's got the Navori, and it looks like she's going to be building. I would love to say Quintus, but I don't know what she's going to build here. But either way, she is going to be pumping out so much damage in these fights now. You know, she'll be casting these abilities
that's
loads.
Probably for Berserker Greaves, double daggers into Berserker Greaves there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lucian just...
We'll get a kill onto the Severe, but they're going to pay the price. You know, the Spear still picks up the return kill on the Lucian, and Hoi Hoi will put Squid back on the menu. Yeah, I think this game is what we call an FF angle. I don't see, like, they're not going to, because obviously their round in the upper bracket relies on this. I just can't see how they're going to win. You know.
So there's a big lead on the top side.
I think a big lead kind of underestimates it. It is an absolute abyss in the top lane from Hoi Hoi.
Yeah. Well, and not only with Renekton, with Xin Zhao as well. We're going to see this 1v1 again. It looks like Rise.
Yeah, we talked about Rise is just playing with his foot here. You know that he should have been able to kill. He respects the barrier, and yet he tries to ult behind him. Lucian does see it in time, and that's when the culling comes out. Really good play from Lucian to know what he's doing, but Rise just playing with his foot, getting a bit cocky. But when you're 18-5, 1 dragon away from Soul, I believe. Like, you're just gonna that's only second dragon of the game. Is it only 18?
Yes, it's the second dragon of the game with 3 void buffs. Yeah.
Like, we're not even on Soul Point, and the game is just over. I mean, these Nautilus hooks are deadly. Xin Zhao is having a masterclass with the 2 items, the Sundered and the Cleaver.
That bot tower's going to get murdered. Meanwhile, Rise is a bit overextended.
Rise is caught out. He's just dead. Annoyingly for Phoenix, that went onto the Nami. You needed that to go on anyone else.
Yeah.
But Shelley's going for Detour.
Tokyo drifting to nowhere.
I think we are going to see Kane go inside to save his life. He doesn't come up with near enough full health. That's going to do a lot of damage. They're going to try and fight. Despair will pick up the first kill. Kane will pick up the Nautilus, but Severe will pick up another kill on the Nami. And Renekton is just here to slice and dice. A 5 for 2 in favour of the HypzerzCamps. And with the Rift Tower up, they're going to do a lot of damage to this tower. I don't think it's quite game, but I think the Camel's back is just being absolutely snapped in 2.
So this is, they're not going to go over an in-him, as if you take an in-him quite early, you're only giving the enemy team gold here. Rise has TP top to take the tower down. Perhaps just going to set up for, I mean, Baron's still not for a while still.
Baron,
all objectives are down.
You've still got 5 minutes before Baron spawns, and we're at the in-hits. Like, yeah, that's not a place you want to be. So you see the fight again.
Yeah, so we're going to see this Xin Zhao here. I believe he misses his W, but chooses to flash in. Never mind.
Oh, never mind! It's an FF! We're done! That's it! They said, no, we don't want this anymore. We don't want the smoke. 2 games. And the second one I don't know what happened.